Welcome back to my channel. So for today, I'm finally going to show you guys how I make my DIY body scrub. The reason I started making this is because at the beginning of this year, I believe it was at the beginning of this year, I'm not 100% sure, but I did a favorites video where I put my favorite body scrub, and it was this one called Mandarin Mist from the brand Body Blends. Now this scrub was just so incredible. I loved it, but by the time I finished filming my video and I tried to find the link so that I could put the link down below for you guys, I couldn't find it anywhere, and I realized that this was limited edition and that they didn't sell it anymore. Basically what I did, the reason I really like this one is because they used really natural ingredients, and it even lists it on the back. It says sugar, coffee, coconut oil, grapefruit oil, mandarin oil, and jojoba oil. So obviously it's not gonna say the amounts, but I was like, you know what? I think I could whip something up that'll be pretty similar to this. The other thing I wanted to show you guys were these boxes right here. I actually bought these from the Dollar Tree, and the reason I got these is because my essential oils were all starting to kind of collect in this bag, and some of them started leaking, and I was reading that you really just shouldn't have them leaning on their side. They have to be stored upright. So I was like, oh my god, okay, let me go find an organizer. So many of the organizers that I found online were so expensive, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to whip something up. So I got a couple ideas from Pinterest, and so this is kind of what I came up with. So like I said, these toolboxes are $1. They are from the Dollar Tree, but I like it because a lot of the things online said to use like a Tupperware, but I didn't like that because I felt like the top wasn't so stable. So I like that this has this little latch, and then on the inside, as you can see, it has this foam. This is something else that I bought from the Dollar Tree. It is basically a knee pad that they sell. I don't know if they sell it year-round, but I know they sell it now and during the summer and spring, and it's a knee pad for gardening. So you'll find this near wherever they have supplies for gardening, and this will be like in their tools. So using an X-Acto knife, I just kind of cut the shape out, put it in here, cut out the circles, and that way all of my essential oils fit in here perfectly. I also really like it because they're very stable. Like I can move this thing around and they do not move. Well, I made two. I made that one for all my just kind of standard essential oil bottles. And then I made this one for all of just like my strange shapes, which is the other reason I really wanted to make my own, because a lot of the foam inserts that I found online, they all had very standard cut holes, and a lot of them was for like their own company, like for their own essential oil bottles. So I do kind of collect essential oils, and I've even started to make some. So I have all types of different bottles and shapes. So that's why I really like doing this. I mean, this whole project cost $4. This one stores 25 bottles, and that's square bottles, big bottles, medium-sized bottles, and small bottles. This one stores 27, and as you can tell, I still have plenty of room to put more in. This is a lot of storage space for $4, like I said, so I really love these. I think that if you are a collector of essential oils like I am, or if you use them a lot, I think that this little project is something that could be really nice to have. It, again, keeps them like totally safe, and I love it because it has the handle, so it's easy to carry. It has the latch, so I don't have to worry about them falling out. And they do have a little hole here for extra security. So if you have like children that like to get into your stuff and you don't want them getting into your essential oils, there's even a little spot here for you to put a little lock. Okay guys, so let's jump right in. I'm gonna show you guys all the ingredients, and then we're gonna put all of this together. So here's what you're gonna need. About 1.25 cups of white sugar, white granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/3 cup of fresh coffee. Now I did use brewed coffee before, and honestly it completely lost the aroma. So this time I really wanted to use fresh coffee because honestly it really does help keep that really nice rich aroma. A teaspoon of jojoba oil, and I do get this one from Trader Joe's. A teaspoon of sweet almond oil, and I get this one from a local store called Leaves and Roots. And then the reason I'm using the sweet almond oil instead of the coconut oil is because I do feel like sweet almond oil absorbs better into the skin. As we know, coconut oil is more of like a topical oil. It's very good at kind of just staying on the skin. That is much better for some skin types, but for my skin type, I do prefer the sweet almond because I do feel like it absorbs a little better. Orange essential oil, grapefruit essential oil, and then just a nice empty jar for you to store all of this in. So the first thing we're gonna do is mix all of our dry ingredients together, kind of the same way that you would as if you were baking. So we're gonna mix in the coffee. Then I'm gonna mix in the brown sugar. Next, we're gonna mix in our wet ingredients, which in this case is gonna be the jojoba oil and the sweet almond oil. Now from the essential oils, we're gonna put about 8 to 10 drops from each one. Now after completely mixing that up, we're gonna move it into our empty jar. All right guys, and that is it. That mixture filled this entire mason jar, which is the one I'll keep in the shower. And then it also fills about 1/3 of a way of another jar. This was an old Trader Joe's coconut oil jar. So I like to store this one in a cool, dark place so that when this one runs out, I can use this one. And then if I'm ever traveling, I could scoop some of this one out into like a little baggie or a little jar. And then that's what I'll take with me to travel. But that's it. I absolutely love this stuff. I loved the first scrub, and when it ran out, I wanted to order some more. Wasn't able to, so I was able to come up with this mixture. It took about like 2 or 3 different tries to kind of get down a mixture that I really liked, but I finally narrowed it down to this one. It smells absolutely heavenly when you're in the shower and you have that like hot water, and then you get the coffee going under that too. Just the smell of like the coffee with all the citrus, it just smells really good and really refreshing. You can use this any day that you like. I do tend to use it on days that I'm gonna shave. And then so what I do is I'll either wet my hands or I'll wet my legs first, and then I'll scoop some out into my hand. And then I just rub that in circular motions all over where I want to be silky smooth. So if I'm shaving, I get the best shave ever. I've been about a month without this, and I've been feeling it. Every time that I shave, it's just not as close. My legs just aren't as soft, and it's just because I'm missing this. What I love is that it exfoliates, but it also has all those yummy oils in it that will help to nourish my skin and really moisturize it so that I really do get that baby smooth skin. Also, feel free to take liberties with the recipe. Sometimes instead of grapefruit oil, I'll use lemon oil, or sometimes I have used the coconut oil. You kind of got to play around with the mixture that just feels good to you. Let me know if there's any other skincare recipes that you guys have tried and are really loving. As you guys know, I do love makeup, but I also really love skincare. One of the biggest reasons although lately I feel like I've been talking a lot about it, but one of the biggest reasons I don't always talk about it is because I haven't been going out and buying a ton of new products. Actually, my goal is to really hand make all of my skincare items. I would love to make, all of my face washes and moisturizers and all that stuff. If this is something that you guys really like and want to know more about, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll definitely let you guys know, what I come up with, my thoughts, and all that jazz. All right, guys, that is it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.